had a really good, strong opening partnership with Rowell and Schmitty. So, that changes things for them. I wouldn't say it's a relief, because we certainly know that whoever they put out there, they've got a lot of depth with their batting. So we're certainly going to have to be ready and be really well prepared for whatever opening combination that they put out there tomorrow.
Shelley, all the best for the game. Just in terms of Talia's role in the team, the numbers aren't there, but what she brings to the table and how crucial she is for your plans on the field, your thoughts?
Yeah, she probably hasn't had the tournament or the numbers that she would like to turn out. I thought sort of leading into the tournament, she bowled really well in the bilateral series, had a really important partnership for us against New Zealand, and more recently has had to step into that captaincy role, which, she does that so well. I think she's a really calm captain, and she's had to do it a number of times. The players responded really well to her. So as far as disrupting the team, she manages just to step into that role really well, and take the reins. Well, unfortunately, Elise has been injured, but is able to do that with ease. So she's sort of someone that keeps a really level head, and we know that she adds a really good foil for our batting order. Having her batting at number 7, I'm sure that she's still capable of winning games for us there. So we feel like that adds an excellent depth to our batting order, another option with the ball as well.
How close are you to settling on the bowling attack, and do you think it'll look pretty similar to the one that played during the round stage against India?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think back of what that looked like. I think there's still a few things to weigh up. Obviously, we trained here last night and again tonight, so we'll have a sit down at the end of training. Again, look at what we think our best team is. First of all, against India, but also given the conditions here. So we sort of won't make a firm decision on that until probably tomorrow.
You won 78 of the 87 games you played since the 2017 World Cup. How much of confidence are you going to draw from that particular stat?
How is that confidence, sorry?
Yeah, how much of confidence is that going to give you going into tomorrow's game?
Oh, yeah, obviously, we do take some confidence out of the way we've been playing, but I certainly, think that all the teams that are playing in the finals, to be fair, have also been playing some really good cricket to be in the position that they are in. So we're certainly not on our own with being playing some good cricket. India have played some good cricket, as have the two teams that are fighting out the other semi-final today. So I sort of don't think that counts for much in a semi-final. It's it's about who plays best on the day, and I think that could be anybody's game at the moment.
Hi, Shelley. My question's about Ash Gardner. So yesterday she went number 2 on the ODI batters list, and now she occupies the top 3. Across batting, bowling, and all-rounders list. She's been obviously great at this tournament, and she's been one of your most consistent players. Can you tell us a bit about her work ethic and how she goes about her training and your conversations with her?
Yeah, Ash has been, unbelievable, and so happy to see her have that role, particularly with the bat, where I think she's, we all know what she's capable of, but to actually see her sort of take her game to the next level and do that in a World Cup has been fantastic. She's someone who's very diligent in everything she does. She's a hard worker, but I think for Ash, when she's at her best, it's about making sure that she's enjoying the game and enjoying the environment, and make sure she's getting in the contest. So it's been really pleasing to see the way she's been playing, and she's obviously a really important player for us with both the bat and the ball, and across all facets of the game. So really happy with sort of her tournament, and long may it continue.
Hi, Shelley. All the best for tomorrow's game. Australia's campaign is sort of ebbed and flowed at the start from the beginning, before you obviously achieved that dominating streak towards the second half of the campaign. How much of that form, peak, momentum, whatever you guys want to call it, how much of that weighs on the mind ahead of a knockout game where previous results also in a way does not matter at all?
Yeah, I think, momentum's an interesting thing. I think people talk about momentum a lot, and when you've got the momentum and the confidence to keep going. So, I like to think that sort of we're confident with our game plan. We've had a lot of our batters have contributed at some time across the tournament. So, hopefully that one or two of them can stick their hand up tomorrow night. but I think that's been an upside of our tournament is that we've had a number of players do really well. So, and similarly with the ball, probably seeing sort of Alana, the way she's bowled at the back end of the round games. I guess we take a lot of confidence that we've got a number of players that can do the job for us, and hopefully, 1, 2, 3 of them are having a big night tomorrow. So I think that's the beauty about our performances have been a range of players performing.
Last time India defeated Australia in the 2017 semi-final, Harmanpreet played a brilliant knock. She has not really clicked in this tournament, but in the league stage, India posted 330, which Australia chased. So what do you have to say about Indian batters, and what kind of contest you expect tomorrow?
We expect a tough contest, there's no doubt about that. I think every time we've played here, it's been a tough contest. It's obviously really good conditions, and there's going to be, by all accounts, a massive crowd. And, I know that India are a really strong batting order. They throw everything at us, so we certainly need to make sure that we're ready for them, and they bat with a lot of depth now too. So we're certainly under no illusions as to the depth and the skill of our batting order. And certainly the planning and that goes into that is making sure that we're getting that right as well. So absolutely, I think every time we've played them more recently, that they've come out and they've gone pretty hard, and we expect nothing short of that tomorrow night.
Just talking about the conditions that are in play here in terms of how much the pitch has supported the batters in the previous games. It's known that a little bit of weather is around in terms of unseasonal rains, but keeping in mind that India and Australia nearly had a batters versus batters clash in the last time when they met, and this also being a very good batting friendly wicket, what sort of context do you see in terms of contribution the bowlers will have to make in terms of altering their plans? How much you will have to work and look into the previous starts, the previous videos, given not much of ODI cricket has been played at this venue? Yeah,
look, we've had the luxury to play at least a number of T20s here, so sort of have and some of the players through the WP as well, so at least sort of have an understanding of the wicket and the conditions from that perspective. But I think the bowling's got a huge part to play. Sort of as you mentioned, it was a bat off, but I think the bowling, can possibly be the difference. So. We're certainly putting a lot of work into that side of the game as we are with our batting, but I think the bowling in particular has got a big role to play, particularly on a wicket that potentially is quite batter friendly. I think if the bowlers can execute and get it right, that can hopefully make the job easier.
Yeah, on a similar note with the conditions, you've talked a lot about no ceilings and getting the most out of this batting order. Is this a really good test of just what this batting lineup can do, particularly if you're batting first?
Yeah, I think so. I think, the whole tournament's been a good test for us in slightly different conditions to what we're used to at home. But sort of, I think we like to think that if we get the right conditions, then we can, put some big totals out there. And I'm sure India think exactly the same. That's what promises to be a cracking contest.
Shelley, India-Australia is one kind of rivalry, but when you add Navi Mumbai to that, it becomes even bigger, grander. Talk us to the memories of that super over, and what sort of crowd factor are you expecting at this fixture?
A huge crowd factor, I think. We played that T20 here with a super over, and it was a packed house, and the atmosphere was probably something that we haven't experienced before. So we certainly, I think that's going to be new for some players, but it's also exciting, and it's something that we're looking forward to and looking forward to embracing that part of it. So I think that's going to play a big role in it, is the atmosphere, but that's something that we've sort of want to lean into and really, I guess, embrace that, because it's, it's not something that we get to experience a big crowd like that all the time. So I think it's a matter of enjoying it and making the most of it. Thank you.